Okay. Okay, we are live. We are live. We are live. Yes, I am so excited to be here with you all. And everybody that joins us, please share this live. We need you to share, share, and then share some more. We are on our conference line, and I hear people are calling in now. And that number, if you want to dial in, let me make sure I put that number up for you all so you all can dial in as well. And you just don't want to miss this live, okay? So that number is 857-216-6700. That PIN number is 856-748. And I am excited about you all being here. Share this live because listen, we got something to say. And I'm so excited to have our awesome guest tonight. And this was really an impromptu thing, but I want to make sure you all see those pictures that are on the screen right now because all those people in the picture have won some money. Yes, I'm talking about no less than $250. Listen, Total Life Changes is giving away $250 every week. Is giving away $500 every week. Is giving away $1,000 every week. And let me tell you, I got $1,000. We have $1,000 winner right here in the studio with us today. So share these lives, you all. Come on, let's pump it up. Let's pump it up. Let's pump it up and get some people on this line. Why? Because your health matters. You've got to understand that it is very, very important that you work towards being a healthier you. Why? Because if you're not healthy, how can you get any other work done? If you're not healthy, how can you uh, even get out there to do anything that you want to do? Because if you don't have your health, how are you going to have wealth? You cannot have wealth apart from having your health. Well, some people might say that that may not be a thing that you would focus on, but let me tell you. Let me move her out. There we go. Okay. Well, I wasn't trying to do that, but that's okay. That's where we are now. I was trying to do a solo layout for me, but that's okay because look at beautiful Tina. Tina is here. But I want to let you all know that your health is important. Your health is important. And I'm telling you, I know Tina's story because I was blessed to be on Team Tina. Team Tina. Yes, 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 yes. When we had our TLC meeting in Chicago, when TLC was on tour for the 15-day challenge, Tina and I had the blessing to be on the same team. And man, Tina is just a fireball and she's just a blessing. And I'm just grateful to be able to be in her midst, in her presence. And I'm gonna tell you, and if that wasn't enough, Tina just won $1,000. What? Yes, she did. She did. She won $1,000. So I want to let you all know that this is no joke. This is not something to say to you, we're just going to try something and just do anything haphazardly, or even say you're going to win 1,000 and take it back from you. That's not the way Total Life Changes works. When Total Life Changes put money on the table, guess what you do? You win money. How do I know? Okay, I'm glad you asked. Because I won $500. Just in last month, I won $500 at the conference. And then if that wasn't enough, I got the chance to win 500 and give 500 to somebody else in the audience. So I picked a little young man and he won $500. He could not have been 12 years old. He had to be probably about 7 to 9 years old, if that old. And he got $500 that day. And if that wasn't enough, his mother got another 2,000. So their family walked away with $2,500. So don't think that Total Life Changes plays. Total Life Changes does not play. And the wonderful thing about this as well is Mr. Jack Fallon said it's not about the transaction, it's about the transformation. So Mr. Jack Fallon is saying, hey, I care about your health because your health is your wealth. I got on my Health Matters t-shirt today. My health matters because my health matters to me. So the question I asked before, and look at Jaja. Jaja got her 15-day challenge t-shirt on. She's showing her t-shirt, right? And Jaja is not playing, Tina. Jaja is kicking butt in the gym. I'm telling you, we serious about this challenge now. And you may think it's about the money. It's really, for me, it's not about the money. Could I use it? Absolutely. But it's more about me being a healthier me. So I just want to put this picture up of Tina again. The question I asked here, are you having health challenges? Do you need an accountability partner? Do you need a community to help you to do this? Are you looking for maybe some extra cash? Could you use maybe an extra $250, $500, $1,000? Well, guess what? All of that is on the table for you. So I don't want to prolong the time. Ja, I want to give you something, a chance to say something real quick because we gonna when Tina come, Tina like a fireball. So when she come, we just gonna let her have at it, okay? Ja, you want to add anything?
Wow. Congratulations, Tina. Thank you. As in Capitoria, as I like to call her, Tori, or we like to call her. Um, I didn't want to get on the camera because I look like I had a good time last night. And I did. I had a good time last night. So I was like, okay, it's not about me. So I'm on the camera. I'm excited about this challenge. I just have to echo what Tori said. It's not about the money. It's about the just getting in tune with your health. Now, I've been down this road before, and let me tell you, you can know exactly what to do, how to do it, what to take, but sometimes it's just life. Life is going on, or maybe you're just in your head a lot, or normally it's life going on. Life happens and you just like, I'm not even gonna. Or you'll be up to it like, oh yeah, I'm gonna rock this thing. And then somehow you fall off. And that person. I was that person. And I kept falling off the bike and getting back on. Falling off the bike and getting back on. Falling off the bike and getting back on. After having success. But life happened to me, right? And it was kind of hard for me to stay focused because I was so focused on everybody else, and worried about everybody else that it was hard for me to focus and worry about me when my health was declining, right? Like, I mean, I could, and I would say not so like a illness or anything, because of course we state no medical claims or things of that nature, but TLC truly changed my life, health wise. But I say this, I wasn't my normal self, especially mentally. I was operating out of a very low space or vibration or what have you. That was my operation. And it was like, you gotta change. You gotta change. So what I did was I got a therapist first. And if anybody, maybe they feel like they need one, or maybe someone's like, they're going to think I'm crazy. No, it's okay to get a therapist. It's okay to have your pastor, and it's okay to have your therapist. It's okay. It's okay. And I want to say that it's been working for me. I am in a challenge. I'm in a 15-day challenge, but also I'm in a challenge with Coach Reggie K. Bird at Bird Chest Fitness, and that challenge actually starts tomorrow, but he's also going to implement the 15-day challenge as well. I also started, like I said, TLC's 15-day challenge. I started last Monday Today was the first day I got on the scale. When I started, I was 278. I'm telling you, y'all. I got back to my original weight. That's too much. So when I first started TLC, when I had so much going on, but now I'm at 271. I am so excited when I tell you Reggie has us in beast mode in that gym. We be in beast mode, but most importantly, I've been making the right selections far as what I eat, things of that nature. I know yesterday I had a little bit of pasta. I had I think it was some type of chicken Alfredo. Like I said, I had a good time last night. Probably still got a little mascara and stuff under my eyes. It take about 4 washes to get your makeup off, about 4 washes. So um, I had pasta last night, and because my cousin asked me to bring her auntie some cupcakes that's in my house, I said, why don't I try one? So, Victoria, I ate a cupcake. So what I did was I had Matrix, which is our protein shake. I had that. I had the protein shake, and I had Fight, which is whole food greens. I had what else did I put in there? I put all the good stuff in there. I put some apples in there, and I put some peaches in there. And that's what I had. That was my dinner tonight. That's what I'm having. That's what I'm having. And earlier today, I had something really, really light. So I know what I did yesterday. And people like, you get your day. I don't get that day right now. If I take a day, then I have to make up that day, right? That's for me. It may not be for somebody else, but I know what I have to do for me. And I am serious about this challenge because it got to a point where I didn't want to go outside. I didn't want to go anywhere. And maybe this is helping someone else with their story, and I'm very critical of myself. But I want to say tap in, get this information. I am so excited about the information you guys are about to get on this evening. If you're watching this live on somebody else's channel or whatever, get back with them, get this information because it's some good information to come. Because I'm sure you can use 25,000, 1,000, 500, 250. What about just living a healthier life? I think that's way bigger than 25K, but it ain't my say. All right, I passed the baton. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much, Jaja. That's my cousin niece. I used to take care of her when she was a little girl, and now she's teaching me. Okay, she brought me into the business. Her sister brought her in, and she brought me in. And we're sorry to say that her sister's no longer with us, but she's with us because we cannot let this company go. And Jaja, today, my brother was here, and I said, because he just brought my mother back from the hospital, and I said to my brother, I said, "Are you in this challenge?" And he says, "No." I said, "Well, why not? Why aren't you in the challenge?" He said, "I don't have time for this." I said, "Look, I'll take your picture right here, right now." Listen, I took him in the bathroom, put him on the scale, took 2 pictures of him, got my measuring tape out, measured his waist, and guess what? He's getting in the challenge. Yay! So his daughter, my niece, doesn't even know it because I haven't told her yet. But he said, just give her the information and let her put me in. So my brother is getting into the $25,000 challenge. Yay! So I'm excited because you know what, Tina, I know I don't have to tell you this because you love family. It's a family affair. We've got to begin to take our health back. We got to begin to start helping our families to get healthier. We need to take it to the churches, take it to your neighbors on the corner, in the streets, everywhere we go. We need to let people know that we are working. We want to help you become a healthier you. And just maybe you'll win $25,000 in the process. So I think that's pretty good motivation, right? Okay, so I don't want to prolong the time because I'm so grateful that Tina has agreed to come on with us. But I want her to tell us about her journey However you feel led to go, Tina, the floor is yours. But I definitely want to get into this. You won $1,000. How does that feel? Where do you go from there? Were you excited? And I think they asked, what are you gonna do with your $1,000? What are you gonna do with $25,000 if you win it? And how does it feel to be one of the finalists for the $25,000? Tina, I gave you a lot of questions right there, but let God do what He gonna do through you. Okay.
That's right. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy to be here so I can share because that's what it's all about. It's about sharing and letting people know that they're not in this alone and there's people out there to support them and it's okay to have bad days. I went to a birthday party tonight and I had birthday cake. It's birthday party, you know? Um, I'll run it off, but I did have the cake. So, it's not about depriving yourself of anything. Uh, but you asked about the $1,000. I was so shocked because I was one of the first three finalists, and I really didn't expect it. I was watching the show that Friday, and they named off the names, and mine was the last name, and I about fell off the couch. I was like, "What?" Actually, when I typed in the chat, I was like, "What? Not me!" So. I was so excited. I was so shocked, like I said, because I've been actually doing some sort of the 15-day challenge since last September when they launched the My Health Matters um, challenge the first time. And it was called My Health Matters, but it was a 15-day challenge. They just called it something different. Um, so I actually embraced it then because I had recently got out of rehab for alcoholism, and I had replaced one bad habit with another bad habit. I was eating a lot of sweets and chips, and you know, not really dealing with, I guess, the emotions and things. I was, just replacing one thing with another. So I gained. I was almost 200 pounds last September when I started, and they came out with the My Health Matters challenge, and I was like, you know what, Tina, it's time to make a change. You're going to let yourself go, and if you keep on doing this, and I had just gotten out of rehab, like I said, so I knew how to spot when I was starting to lose that control. You don't have control over anything, but I was losing control over my eating habits. So that's why I was like, you know what, I'm going to do this. So I did that My Health Matters challenge, that 15 days, and going by their meal plan and everything that they had, I lost 13 pounds in 15 days. I'm not making any medical claims, of course, but and I actually got to go to corporate then with Carmen Rowe and Adrian Crawford. And we got to celebrate up there because of that My Health Matters. And then they relaunched it a little later in November as the 15-day challenge. And I have really been living the 15-day challenge lifestyle since then. I have a checklist that I do every day. I've done it every day since November when the 1st of December, I guess, is probably when I started with an accountability group. But the accountability groups are just game changers because you have people that you can get in and talk to. And if you're having a bad day, if you eat the cake, it's okay. It's no judgment zone. They're there to lift you up and not bring you down. And they're just, I mean, they're just so inspiring. So in July at the Gravity Tour in Las Vegas, Mr. Licari announced that they were going to do the $25,000 giveaway. And I was like, I'm all about that. $25,000. What? This is just insane. And it's free. That was the other insane part. Like, you don't have to buy the products. The products will help you with your weight loss journey. But like he said, and like you said, it's about the transformations, not the transactions. They are not worried about making a bunch of money because they have such a heart to just help people. They really have the heart for helping people. So I was like, you know what? What the heck? He wanted 10,000 people to sign up because he was beginning his battle with cancer. He has eye cancer, and we were going to do that in honor of him because he's our man. And so we wanted to support him. So I signed up. I was like, yeah, I'm signing up, and I did one challenge, and that one challenge I did not lose any weight. So it's not about how much weight you lose, your scale victories, because that scale can be a liar sometimes. And if you look at that picture that you shared, that was my pictures that I submitted. And I was the same exact weight in those pictures, but I lost 2 inches in my waist. So I was working on me, but like I said, you cannot believe that scale because I see a transformation there, and I know that that scale did not tell me there was any transformation. So I didn't get discouraged, and I didn't let that get me down because that's why it's so important to take pictures, because you might be relying on the scale and saying, I worked hard for 15 days and I didn't lose any weight. But when you take the picture and you put them side by side, that shows you the proof. So since then, I have lost a little more weight, but that's because once if you're picked for one of the top 3 finalists, you go on. You're automatically a winner. You automatically win money. That's the great thing. Third place is 250, second place is 500, and first place is 1,000. So you go on the transformation show. You get to tell them your story, and then there's a voting process. And by the end, first, second, and third are picked. And I was blessed enough that I got to win first place, so I got that $1,000. And to tell you the truth, I really needed it then because I had some bills I had to pay. I am I don't have a big nice job. I'm a cook at a diner. I fry eggs and stuff now. I was the bakery before, and now I am I'm diner trained cook. I flip pancakes and fry bacon, and I really could have used that money. So it was a God thing. He blesses us. He knows when we need stuff, and He's not going to let us suffer too much. I mean, I have I have made a lot of poor decisions in my past. I've had a lot of struggles, and most of those were self-inflicted. Um, but this challenge has not just helped me change physically; it has helped my mental health. It has helped my confidence. It has helped my self-esteem. Um, I have such faith in God that He is going to take care of me. Um, Before, I was in a very dark place. I was not only alcoholic, but I was also suicidal. Um, I had no hope. I had no hope. I had just this much hope, and God led me to a light to get me out of that dark, dark place. And I'm so grateful for that. But through this process with the personal development and the prayer and meditation that we have on our checklist, that has helped me grow so much and to realize that if you want things good to happen, then you have to be grateful for what you have. We all have struggles, and I mean we still struggle every day, but I fight that alcoholism every day. I fight wanting to eat that cake every day. I did eat a piece of cake today, but it's a battle. It's just something that we go through. But I know that God's got me, and I have faith that He's going to carry me through whatever I need. So I just keep my faith in Him. I know that there's a plan and there's a process, and I know that it's not in my time. I know it's in His time, and that's that. I mean, those are a few things I've learned too. So, like I said, it's not just about the weight loss; it is mind, body, and spirit, everything. So, I think I answered all. Oh, the 25,000. I'm gonna give part of my 25,000 when I win it. That's what I'm gonna say because I'm putting it out in the universe. Uh, I'm gonna give that 25,000. I'm gonna give God's part. I'm gonna give it to the Isaiah House because that was the drug and alcohol treatment facility that I went to um, for my alcoholism, and they really saved my life. And then you get out of rehab, and I was gone away for 5 months, and I had somebody telling me what to do and how to do it and how to stay sober and everything. And then I got out on my own. And sometimes when you get out on your own, that's when people will relapse, which is when, when they go back to whatever it was they were doing. Um, so this challenge has really kept me on track too, not to go back to that place. And I will never think that I'm cured or I've got it, because then that's when that old devil will creep in and ruin all the hard work I've done. So I have to pay back to them for what they did for me. And then I the funny thing is I'd love to go to Disney World, and that's where they're having the 20. I love Disney World. That's where I went for my birthday last year. So, and that's where they're having the gala. So I was like, they're having it in Orlando, and I want to go to Disney World. So they could just give me my check, and I can hop on over there.
Okay. Now, Tina, was your husband on the winning team to go to Vegas?
He was. Well, he was on the winning team from Chicago. He was. They weren't the. I think they. What, y'all came in second? Yeah, they were in second
Okay,
behind
yeah.
the one in San Antonio. But yes, he did win, and they have that coming up too, where they're going to be giving away tickets to the destination trip. And I mean, that just sounds absolutely fabulous. I mean, some exotic, like the Bahamas or Jamaica or one of those little resort towns in Mexico. I mean, that's what they're doing this time. You want him to tell you about that?
Yes, tell us about that. I'm going to take this off of my speaker because I'm sounding kind of strange here. So just give me a second to change
Yep.
speakers here.
Okay.
Okay. Let me make sure that I'm off of this speaker real quick. Can you all still hear me okay though?
Mm-hmm.
Can you all hear me on the conference line okay?
Sure, yes.
No.
Okay. Just want to make sure my speaker is dying, so I want to take it off of that. Hey, there is the man himself, the man with the plan.
How you doing, girl?
Hello. How are you, sir?
Hello, hello. No,
It's so good.
great
Go
to
ahead.
see you.
I was see great minds think alike. That's exactly what I was trying to say. It's so great to see you. Yes.
Yes,
Hey, Mr.
ma'am.
Brad. How are you tonight?
I'm doing well. I'm better than I deserve, I'm sure.
Okay. Aren't we all right? So
Yes,
are you
yes.
proud of your wife?
Oh, very, very proud. I'm she's came a long, long way. It's been a long ride, but I'll tell you what, we're getting where we need to be with God's help.
Amen. 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 So tell us about your total life changes journey as well, if you don't mind sharing.
Okay, okay. Well, I mean, it just kind of. I was actually with another company a long time for a good while, probably about 8 years, and that company kind of went by the wayside. It merged with another company, and and what happened was, they kind of took away the products that I was using that I had grown accustomed to, and so I decided that that wasn't going to work for me. So I had another guy that introduced me to Total Life Changes, and I was like, I'm living in a really small town as we do, everybody knows your business, and I've been an occupational therapist for 27 years, so I've developed my reputation over that amount of time, and I didn't want to ruin it by promoting something that didn't work. And so I told him, I said, well, I'm going to try these products for a couple of months, see how they do for me. And if they work for me, then I'll be more than happy to promote them. So that's what happened. And, I used them for a couple of months. And, of course, they were awesome. The products work. There's no doubt about it. They're not on trial. Um, so that part was really good. So then I told my wife, I was like, well, they're having these contests and they're doing this, they're doing that. And I said, maybe, and I guess it was kind of her time. She wanted to do all that stuff, and she's a bit competitive sometimes, and that's what I love about her, because once she sets her mind to something, she does it. And so we just had a really good time. And then, of course, with these upcoming 15-day challenge events, the one that we went to in Chicago, it you know, got on a team, and we, everybody was kind of pushing each other and that sort of thing. And I guess it just kind of, we were going back and forth, all of us, and I ended up getting selling the most kits, I guess it was, wasn't it, honey?
Yeah, you finished number one.
Overall in the chip count or whatever. So we ended up getting our a free 4-night stay at the Aria Hotel in Las Vegas, and we got to go to the event free and that sort of thing. So it was really a blessing for us. So, and I will say, getting those kind of events, there's nothing like them. You can sit there and people can say, well, I watched it on the Zoom, or I did this, which is great. I think you should. But if there's any way possible to get to those kind of events and get in front of the actual people, get in front of the excitement, get around the fire, that's when you'll get fired up. So
you said you got
at this point.
You said you got a free 4-night stay at the Aria hotel, and they paid for you to attend the event. How was that? You can't hear, Ja? You doing this? Can you hear?
Wait, she can hear.
I can't hear you. You can hear
you
me?
Can't hear us?
No,
yes.
She's talking to Jaja.
Jaja, we can't hear you. Okay, you're muted. Okay, do you hear me? Do you guys hear me clearly? They hear me clearly, yes. Ja. So it's something with your mic, because they can hear me clearly. Okay, so I'm gonna keep on asking. So how was that staying at the Aria? Now, I had the occasion to walk through the Aria to get to the meetings, because I also did win the entrance to the meeting, which was phenomenal. Meeting was off the chain. That meeting was absolutely phenomenal. So I'm so very, very grateful to have been there. But how was it? Because you stayed in the room at the Aria that Total Life Changes paid for. How was that for you guys?
Oh, it was awesome. It was.
And I would like, guys. I was on your team. We got split up, so I was lucky enough to mooch off his winning.
Well, and I will tell you this, Capitoria, that the Aria rooms and the Aria Casino, I didn't think there was going to be that big of a difference, to be honest with you. But then we walked around one day, and we walked into the Caesars and all those types of places, and it's just a different feel.
Okay.
It just seemed to be a lot more with the Aria. It was more of a classy place, I guess you would say. It was a little more high end than the others.
Oh wow!
I can tell you a funny story about the Aria, because we went to Vegas a couple of years back, and we stayed at a different hotel, but we walked the strip and went into all the different ones, and we went into the Aria's lobby. We didn't go very far because I said, y'all, this place is too fancy for me. We got to get out of here.
She did. And then we ended up there.
And then they said that's where we were going to have the thing at. And I was like, oh, I'm going to stick out.
Okay. Stacy said, Brad, you were on her team. Mm-hmm. She said, he's on my team. Hi, Brad.
Hey, Stacy.
Okay, that is just phenomenal. I just really enjoyed being there. So tell us, how do you join the 15-day challenge? Is it difficult to just join the 15-day challenge?
It is so easy, and it's free. Like we said, free. You can buy the products. The products help, but you can do it for free. All you got to do is whoever sent you here, you get with them, get their link. It's a Start My 15-Day. And then, a little black backslash in their numbers, but you just go on there, you hit to enter. All you got to do is you got to take a picture. You have to take at least one picture, but they ask for 3, and 3's better than 1 because it shows more changes. So you put your picture in there, you answer your information, tell them what you're looking to get out of the challenge, how you're feeling before you start, and then you do the challenge, preferably with an accountability team. And there's all kinds of them out there. So you just hunt somebody down. I know Miss Capitoria be willing to help you. Jaja help you. There's all kinds of people out there that'll help you.
Yeah.
So you do it for 15 days, drink your water, move your body for 30 minutes, and 15 days later, go back on that same site and submit what happened. You can remeasure yourself. I am a firm believer in measurements. Um, every time, measure your bicep, measure your chest, measure your hips, measure your waist, measure your thigh. Those are the places that I always measure when I do one. That way, whenever that scale says the same thing like it did me, um, you get on there and you've lost inches, and you take the pictures and you can see the proof. So you know that scale's lying, because muscle weighs more than fat. I've heard that all my life, but it actually does. If you're building muscle, it's gonna your weight's not going to go down that fast, because I lost quite a bit of weight. Like I said, I weighed almost 200 pounds. I'm down to 159. So the more weight you lose, the harder it is whenever you get to the point where you build muscle. But you got that muscle. When you build that muscle, it burns fat while you're sitting. So,
and I'll tell you this, I will say this, is that a lot of times it's not just the physical transformation that they want to hear. That they want to know, well, how are you feeling? How are you mentally? What was your story? How come you got involved? And then what you transformed into. That is the thing. The story. Um, as I've always heard a lot of people say, facts tell, stories sell. That's that's the exact same. That's what you always have to remember. And I know that's what Total Life Changes is looking for too. They're looking for stories. They're looking for folks, that are changing, that want change, that want to be better, mind, body, and spirit.
yes, they're not just looking for people to lose weight. They're looking to change lives. And taking time for yourself for 15 days and doing it with intention, because 15 days is only a day over 2 weeks. Just take 2 weeks for yourself, and you would be amazed at how your mental health will improve. I mean, I'm not making claims again, like I said, but it will improve your mental health if you start taking care of you and you start feeling better about you. It's gonna make you feel happier, and people are gonna see that. So,
And they always say that it takes 2 weeks to build a habit.
21 days. Oh
I've,
no.
I've always no, I've always heard 2 weeks to build a habit, and it just so happens, ironically, that this is a 15-day challenge. So for me, that's a pretty telling thing.
Yes, yes. I was talking to a sister of mine just recently, and we were saying how we still have the fat from our babies. Now, the babies are over 30, okay? But that
That's
fat, but that fat is,
In your little what I call it, a fupa, or that's hard to get rid of.
you see, Jaja was one of the babies. And so Jaja is an adult plus, and we still got this baby fat. So we
Right.
laughed at this, but I'm so excited. I want to show you all something, because I literally, with this 15 day challenge, I'm 9 pounds down, and I'm very very
Woo-hoo!
excited about that.
That's
Very very
awesome.
excited about that. 9 pounds and 2 inches down. Why? Because, see, I'm like Jaja, what she said. I was just getting in a challenge, and honest, if I could really be honest with you all, my focus was the money. But the money never did it for me to make me finish it. So I started and I stopped, and I started and I stopped, and I started and I stopped. But now this challenge is not about the money for me. It's really about my health. It's not just my health, but now my wealth, my mindset. Now it's about my personal decision to really make decisions to clean up my life. So now, after over 30 years of holding on to baby fat, I'm really ready to let it go now. But can I tell you, one of the things that I had to do, I had to give myself permission to be okay with the release. I realized that I never really gave myself permission to really get rid of all of this, to really let go and really begin to change my life, improve my life. So I had to first mentally give myself permission to go forward. And once I did that, and of course, prayer is definitely one of the main focal points of my life. But once I did that, things began to change. So, if you all don't mind, between the four of us or the three of you all, what can we talk about that for a second? You got to give yourself permission to be better. You got to say to yourself, I don't want to stay in this place anymore. Because if you don't come to that conclusion, my question is, will you really change? Will things begin to happen for you?
You have to be sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yes, you have to come to that point, and you have to realize that you can say I'm going to change or I'm going to do this all day long, but until you put it into action and you actually own it, and understand your reasons why. I know a lot of mine was I didn't feel like I didn't deserve it. Like I had like very low self-esteem, and I didn't feel like I deserved to, I guess, be healthy and happy. I felt like, it was just like with the drinking, I felt unworthy, and it was like I was killing myself slowly. And that's what we do when we eat too much too. We are killing ourselves slowly. Um, if food addiction is a big deal, and if you're overweight, you're not taking care of your body, and anything that you're doing that's unhealthy for you is not loving yourself. So you have to love yourself, and you have to say, yes, it's okay for me to love myself, and it's okay for me to do better and to take care of me.
And Capitoria, you was talking about when you first started, you were doing it for the money. I once heard I've heard a mentor of mine talk about this many, many times. And he said the reasons why you do things, if your why doesn't make you cry, it's not strong enough. And so, you can sit there and say, I'm going to do it for the money. I just want to make some money. But, sooner or later, that money doesn't make you feel good. So, you got to figure out what it is. Like my why all the time is my wife and my kids, but the thing about it is too, your why can change, and you may have to tweak that a little bit as time goes by. You can't just say, well, hey, it's my wife and kids. Well, what exactly do you want to do for your wife and kids, or what are you actually looking for that's going to make their life better? So I think sometimes that can be a big ordeal and something to think about.
Yes, yes, yes. Jaja, you were trying to say something. Thank you,
That
friend.
was good. That was good. Yes, your why. You gotta tap into your why. Because we talking about how the money don't make you move. And here's the thing: for some, it don't. Um, depending on what it's for. You know, maybe if you had no money to pay your rent, you about to lose your car and your home.
That's different.
Maybe you move and do it. But you hear a lot of people talk about, and we talk about it all the time. What does money mean to you if you were told you got 1 day or 2 days to live?
Mm.
You'll be buying every healthy product, every product that you could think of that will help turn your health around, right? But I also want to say too, just to piggyback on what Tina was saying, is to add to that is it's okay to reward yourself. Just like you give your dog a treat when your dog does something good, you give your kids something when they do something good. Reward yourself. It's okay to pat yourself on the back and say, "Hey, you did good." Don't wait for nobody else to say it to you. Don't wait for anybody else to recognize what you did. Tell yourself, you did good. You did good today, you know, and I think that's important, because I can tell you, life's been kicking my tail for the past since December 2019. Okay, like it's been really kicking my tail. However, um, it's not like I haven't been wanting to, but I haven't had the mental space to move for me. And then we also get into this place where we self sabotage. Self sabotage, you just don't know why you're not doing what you're supposed to do. And you get in your head and you're like, you can't do it. You too far gone to do it. No, you're not. Because there's some people out there saying, oh, I'm too big to be trying to work out now. I need surgery. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. How do you eat an elephant?
One
One
bite
bite
at
at
a
a time.
time.
At a time. That's
Mhm.
all you have to do. Is just start. And that's all I had to do was start, move. And every Sunday, and I can tell you because I know I'm probably speaking to some people, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna start on Monday. Okay, here come Monday. All right, I'm gonna start on maybe Friday because Friday is the 10th. And I'm just giving examples. And then it doesn't happen. Okay, I'm gonna start this day. No, it's not about the start date. It's about making the decision to change. What do you want to change? What do you want to do? What's gonna make you move? What is your why? I don't want to be in the house no more. I don't like being big. I don't like being extra big. Okay. I don't like it. Okay. I don't like in my photos all this fat, when it turn my head, the rolls and the folds. I don't like it. So what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it, baby? What you gonna do about it? Do something about it. And I made the decision to do something about it. And boy, do I be struggling in the gym. But that's okay. Every day when I'm struggling in that gym. And let me tell you, because I've been going to Bird Chest Fitness, the people there are so amazing because they always are cheering you on. And you got it, you can do it. And I just tell myself, too, because that helps. But I also tell myself, this is just a part of my story. I know at some point I'm going to be at another level, a better level. And then I'm going to level up from that, you know. So I'm always telling myself something good. I'm always trying, because I know you have to see the end. You have to see. Here comes Stacy, y'all. You have to
Stacy
see
May.
the end. Like when you're building a house, you can't build a house off just what's in your thought. You have to write down a blueprint. And that's exactly what you have to do. My goal is 30 pounds a month. It may be a huge goal for people, but that's my goal. My goal is to lose 30 pounds each month this year.
That's an awesome goal.
October, November, at least 30 pounds, yeah, for September, October, and November. Okay, that's my goal. So I know I have work to put in. I got work to do, outside of even just going to the gym, but I have work to do at home too, choosing what I eat and things of that nature. And for those who are listening, I'm sorry, I just keep going on and on. Stop me though. You gotta stop me. You just gotta cut in and be like, okay, I got something to say, girl. So for those who are listening and you're wanting to lose weight, or maybe you want to gain weight, because we have that as well, because this is not about weight loss. It's not about just gaining weight. It's not about weight. It's about being healthier, right? But there are some things that we need to do to get that to take off in that area. And this isn't to pump what we have. We just know we got the best. And even for you to join this challenge, just like Tina said, you can join this challenge, you can win money, and you don't have to make a purchase. But if you are looking to be a healthier you, are you detoxing? What are you detoxing with? Because I find that like you got these go-go gummies, these, and I don't talk and I don't drop names of different companies, but I'll say this. If your detox includes vinegar, you need to look at the harm that vinegar does to the body. Vinegar does a lot of harm to the body, as far as your colon, your intestines, your kidney, your liver, your bones. So if you're using vinegar to detox and to lose weight, think again. Do your research. All I do is research everything. I don't just go off what nobody tell me. I research everything. I research the ingredients. That's what you have to do. One, detox. If you need a detox, we got the best detox. And we send you samples. So if you just want to try it, they just talking stuff. We'll send you free samples free samples, not samples you got to pay for, free samples. Okay, when you detoxing, you need to put the nutrients in. Hey, check this out though. But did you all know this about detoxing? Or maybe you're trying to lose weight or gain weight. Because here's the twofold thing. If you got so much slug or sludge in your colon, in your intestines, it ain't gonna happen for you. It's not gonna happen for you. You need to get rid of that sludge because 9 times out of 10, the statistics are there. Over 97% of us have, most people say tapeworms or, but they're parasites. There's many different types of parasites. Most of us have parasites. You got parasites that eat everything you're consuming, which is why you can't gain weight. You have parasites that most of them, they poop in you, they cause a lot of problems, right? You need to get that out of you. And if you got a lot of muck and gunk in you, when you go put in your vitamins and your nutrients, it's just getting lost in the muck. It's not going in, it's not serving a purpose. And if you take a traditional vitamin, pill form, you're only getting 40% of that anyway. So now you're knocking that 40% probably down to 15 or 10 because you got so much gunk in your body. So these are things that sometimes we don't hear about often. We don't know. But I did research. I spoke with people who this is their job. They are scientists. These are things that they know, right? So you want to detox, and in order to be able to replenish it and get the right thing, so your body can take the things. Because you can take some things and your body's rejecting it, and you don't even know that. You're like, I'm taking B12 every day, but you don't feel like it. You may just have too much muck in your system. Okay, so you want to detox. After detoxing, you want to replenish. You want to, because when you get rid of bad stuff, you also get rid of good stuff too. So you want to replenish. We have a liquid vitamin, 98% cellular absorption. Okay, because we all know traditional vitamins, we go to the bathroom, we smell it because you're just flushing that money down the toilet. Like I said, mostly you're consuming about only 40%, right? And that's with a clean system. So you need to replenish with the NutriBurst. I'm saying all vitamins. NutriBurst, look at that. 72 minerals, 18 amino acids, 10 vitamins, 22 phytonutrients, vitamin extracts, I should say, 13 whole food grains, and 12 different herbs. And it goes. And when I tell you guys, I'm talking about real fruit, real vegetable. It's over 170 some odd ingredients in NutriBurst liquid vitamin. We can be eating oranges that do not have vitamin C. I've heard scientists talk about it who work for the government. They test oranges and they don't have vitamin C. So we can be consuming empty, just empty fruits and vegetables, right? Our soil is bad. So we don't know what we're getting. Our detox tea, you don't have to hang around the bathroom. You don't have to call off for work. You don't have to worry about your stomach cramping. And I'm just saying that you can choose to get what you want to get. But I'm just telling you about what I know. The NutriBurst liquid vitamin, you will feel it. You will feel the difference in your body. It's too many stories. This is out here. You can look it up. You can Google it. Then another part of it is NRG. Most of us, we need mental clarity. Some of us can't focus. Oh man, I be all over the place. I don't function without NRG. Okay? That's the fruit punch tea that we have on the screen. And people say, oh, the fruit punch is so good. What is that you put in it? That's what it is. It's beetroot that give it that taste. But NRG is one thing that is natural. Everything is natural and organic. NRG helps to suppress your appetite. So it helps you make more conscious decisions on what to eat, when to eat, not to overeat, gives you energy, burns 300 to 600 calories. It can burn 300 to 600 calories per day or per capsule. How about I say that? Per capsule. Okay. But it has a lot of other things in it: B12, B6, magnesium, help with post workout. All right. But I'm done. I just wanted to share that. It's a lot of people probably listening, probably on Facebook Live watching, or maybe even on the line listening in who don't have this information, or it may be some things they didn't know. Knowledge is key. Knowledge is key. Okay. And if you have any questions, get back with Tina, Pastor Capitoria, or Tori, or myself. I'm Jaja, or whomever's live you're on, or you're listening to this. This is information that needs to be out to the masses. And I mean, we're not doing this for $1. We're doing this because we want to change lives, and we're life changers. And that's what we do. And that's what it's all about. Period.
Well, Jaja is definitely the investigator. Whenever we want to know something about what we need to use for a product, call Jaja. Jaja got the answer. Jaja has the answer. So that's right. You can look at me like that all you want to. You know it's the truth. That we always call Jaja when we need information. Jaja, Jaja, what do I do? This is what's going on. What can help me? And she always has the answer. So thank you for the research that you do. But we don't want to prolong the time. Anybody on the conference line want to ask a question? Okay. Okay. No questions on the conference line. I just want to thank you, Tina, for taking the time to be with us today and to really share your heart. And I just agree with you wholeheartedly, though, that it is truly not about sometimes you just have to really make a decision to do something to change your life, to make your life head in a direction that you want to go in. And as you make that decision, would you ladies agree that it affects your whole family? The decisions you make affect your whole family?
Most definitely, good and bad.
Yep. So if you decide not to be healthy, that's going to affect your family.
Mm-hmm.
They ask you a lot of times when you go in for a doctor's exam, what is your family's background? And a lot of people think that, it's just because they want to know what has passed down through the bloodline. But when you think about that as well, when it goes through the bloodline, when you're learning, you're teaching each other how to eat, you're teaching each other how to prepare food. And so what you see happening in one generation is coming right to the next generation because the habits are the same. So it's the time right now to break the habits. Listen, my grandmother, Jaja's great grandmother, yeah, she would be her great grandmother. My grandmother cooked pancakes with a skillet full of grease. And that's how I thought you cooked pancakes until I got with my husband. My husband cooked pancakes with very little grease in the skillet. So when he saw me making pancakes, he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm cooking pancakes because this is the way I learned how to do it." So when my husband cooked pancakes with very little grease, now I don't cook pancakes, I don't drown pancakes in grease. My husband said to me one day, he said, I was boiling a hot dog. Well, everybody knows when you boil a hot dog, you put the water halfway up the pot and put the hot dog in the water, you drown it. And he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm boiling a hot dog." He said, "That's not how you boil a hot dog." He said, "You're drowning the dog." And I said, "Well, what do I do?" And he put very little water in the skillet or in the pot to boil a hot dog. He said, "It's already done. You basically just need to steam it." We in our culture, well, since then, I told my husband, I said, "Let's put the hot dog in the oven." So now we don't change. We cook our hot dogs in the oven. Why? Because they're so much better. Brings out great flavor in a hot dog when you put it in the oven. True story. So here we go. We in our culture, we drown our greens. What do you mean? I went to culinary school. We have what we call pot liquor because the greens that we cook are usually so full of water and the water becomes nutritious, okay? But we killed the greens. I went to culinary school. What I'm doing now is just teaching. I'm teaching. Just because it's the way we did it in the past does not mean it was the best way to do it. I went to culinary school, and culinary school taught me you put very little water when you cook greens, and it takes minutes, and your greens are done. So, what am I saying? Just because it's the way you've done it all your life does not mean it's the best way to do it. So, what we're saying here today, we want to help you to make some nutritious, some healthy changes for your life because your health matters. And that means you've got to become an active participant in your own health assistance. I can't do it for you. You can't do it for me. You've got to decide I need to change so that my family can live. Because God said, I set before you life and death. He said, choose life. And in case you didn't get it, further down in that same scripture, I'll put it in here because I got to look it up and tell you where it is. But I'm in the word. Trust me, I'm in the word. He said, so that you and your seed may live. So choosing life is saying, I'm not going to drown my hot dogs anymore. I'm not going to cook my pancakes with more grease. I could probably take the grease and wipe my face with it. It's so much grease on the pancakes. Choosing life so that not only I live, but that, Jaja, that teaching of doing pancakes stops with my generation. It doesn't pass to yours. It doesn't pass to my children. Now my children know that's not how you do pancakes. So I'm saying when I chose life, when I learned to do things different, now my seed lives too. So that's why God says, I set before you life and death. Choose life. And we like to say that knowledge is power. However, if knowledge is unused, it means nothing. So
Oh,
you use knowledge is power. So we're saying to you, we want to empower you to be healthier. We want to empower you to be an active participant in your own salvation. What do you mean salvation? I'm not talking about getting saved with God, salvation of health. Because this body is a temple of God. And if you're not an active participant in your own body's salvation, then I'm mighty afraid you just headed to the dust. Go ahead. Jaja, you want to say something? I think Tina.
okay. You just tapped into something, a conversation I was having with someone. And they talked about, they were speaking about, because that was good. That was so good. I was over here throwing my hands up, because we were talking and it was about like family history and this and that and the other. And it was like, well, my family has a history of this and that and the other. And they all had this, they all had that, they all had this. And it's like y'all grew up in the same household, the same thing. Did you ever think about that? Those are the things you have to think about. But you also have to be able to, okay, I'll just say this. You have to be able to receive information. You have to be willing to be coachable. If you got the answer to everything, you won't be coachable. And they might be watching this, but you have to be coachable. If I say I got the answer to everything, then I can't receive when nobody tell me that I don't when something I don't know. Like, no, this ain't the way you do it. And I used to be that way. I used to be that way. No, that ain't right because my grandma said this. No, that ain't right because my mama didn't do it that way. I used to be that person. So I know what that's like. But when you're ready to change, when you're really ready to change and you're ready to do things differently, because in order to do that, you got to do what? You got to operate in a way that you never did. Like sometimes I'll be like, oh no, I don't want to do this, or I'm gonna do it this way because this is how I've been doing it. No, that's the problem. That's the way you've been doing it. So sometimes you gotta be that coach. Like Serena be coaching herself. Please don't say anything about tennis matches because I'm still playing catch up. So you have to be that person. Sometimes you got to be your own coach because you know the right and the wrong thing to do. But you also got to be able to receive the information. You do. You have to be able to listen to what other people are saying. Go back and do your own research. I research everything. I go back and look at it. I do not have the answers. I do not have a college degree. Okay? I just go and read. I go read. I go look it up. And I don't go to the first thing. I go and look at multiple things. So that's that. But you
Awesome.
just tapped on some great stuff, some great information, because our operation and the way we do things are so out of a long history of just doing things wrong. Period.
Antiquated.
We have to unlearn some things. Like, what do they say? Oh, diabetes, that's hereditary. What did we learn? It's not. Didn't we learn that? We learned that in Orlando. It's not. I'm going to be a 15-day challenge winner. Who's going to join me? I will fall on the stage in Orlando. I will be on the stage. Remember I said this?
So, Tina, I want to ask you this question, and then we're going to really close it down because we do have our group, we call it F2C, that's Family and Friends Community. And our motto is we finish strong and we can't go wrong. We're F2C and we finish strong. We can't go wrong. So we have, and within our group, we actually give meditations and prayer and affirmations, and we talk about fitness, exercises. So we do all that within our group. So we're thankful that that's part of what we're doing. But let me ask you this, Tina. Now that you have won $1,000, is there what happens on the other side of that? Are they offering you additional support to help you to make it to the $25,000 winning
Yeah.
side?
Yes. We whenever you get picked as a finalist, you get put into a WhatsApp group with the other finalists, and Rosa's in there, and Mr. Lacari's in there looking out over us, and Adriana's in there watching, and Gabby and Gabriella, and Evan is our coach. So he's like our personal coach until the end. And we do Zoom check-ins twice a week. We like in the WhatsApp group, we encourage each other. There's also a Facebook group that we have. We lift each other up if you're having a bad day, if you're struggling. It's just like the accountability. Thursday night, Evan led us in a live workout. Um, they give us meal ideas. I mean, we share what we're eating. It's just it really pushes us, and it keeps us on our journey, because just because we got picked as a finalist doesn't mean that we stop. We can't stop putting in the work. We can't say, "Oh, I won $1,000." Phew, that's good enough. I'm gonna sit on the couch and watch Netflix and eat bonbons. No, we can't do that. We got to keep pushing, because we're not. I am doing this for me, but I'm also doing this because I know what it's like to feel lost and hopeless and in the darkness and think that there's no way out. And I want to help people understand that there is life after that darkness, and it's bright and it's shining and it's good, and there is hope left. So that's just what I want to share. That's what I want to do. So being in that group helps me stay accountable. I have my accountability group too, because I have a team I coach. I have a coach, and I've had a coach since, like I said, since December. I have my own, coaches need coaches.
Yes.
We all need somebody to turn to, and we got God. We all got God, so he's everybody's coach. But yeah, that group is amazing. And then we have to submit videos and things of how we're doing on our journey, and they keep track of us, because out of the 36 finalists, There will be 10 picked by the selection committee out of the 36 original. There will be 10 picked, I think, at the end of October, and then it will go into live voting for 3 days. Um, Voting on Facebook, I do know. Um, and then out of that voting on those 10 people, the top three are going to be named. And it's going to be first place is 25,000, like we were talking about. Second place is 5,000. Third place is 2,500. So that's a lot of money. And something that I didn't mention is that your coach, the person that is sponsoring you and getting you through and that you sign up under, wins that money too. So if you win $25,000, Jaja, and Miss Capitoria is your coach or you're under her in the line, you win, she wins. So it's absolutely amazing. I mean, this company just gives and gives and gives, and it just has a heart of gold. And I just absolutely love everything they stand for.
So you heard it right here. Once you win, you pick that as one of those three within a week. During the week, that's not it. They don't just leave you out to say, okay, well, you're on your own now, figure out the rest of it. But you're offered support. And you're offered support anytime you join the 15-day challenge. Within the Facebook community, there's all kind of recipes in there. There's workouts in there. There's motivation, meditation, all of that is within the 15-day challenge Facebook community. So I want to thank you, Tina, for coming on and talking to us about your win. Congratulations again. You know I voted for you. You know
I
I
thank
got to.
you.
I said, hey, listen, Tina's up there. You all vote for her. So I put it out there. Vote for Tina. Vote for Tina. Vote for Tina.
Well,
And
I appreciate because I only won by 3 votes.
what you say, really? That's
Yes,
it.
between
Wow.
first and second place, it was 3 votes.
Oh my God.
So I
So
appreciate it so much, so much.
we we can win, right?
Yes, we
We
can
can
win.
win.
This is
We
no
can
joke. It's
win.
no hoax.
Yes.
It's real money.
Yes. Thank you so much. Well, somebody said congratulations, Tina.
Thank you.
We thank you so much for coming on, taking the time to be with us. Tell Brad thanks so much for
Yeah,
coming
he had
on
to
and
get
taking the
a
time
call.
to be with us. And I know it's been a long Sunday, so I'm going to let you go and I'm going to just end with some other announcements. So thank you so much.
I
We love
appreciate
you.
you so much. Thank you so much for getting this out there, spreading the good news, and inviting me. I'm so thankful for you and this whole community.
Love you, Tina.
Love
All
you.
right. We'll see you. Bye bye. So you heard it. That was Miss Tina Bickett, and Miss Tina won $1,000. And it just to let you know, she told you that in the gala, which is in Orlando, and the date is November the 12th. Actually, they have already chosen a date, and actually, the hotel is the Marriott in Orlando World. And I know that's a wonderful hotel. I know because I've gone there for conferences before. So it's 25,000 is first place, 5,000 is second place, 2,500 is third place. And we want to encourage you to join us on this 15-day challenge because you may be the one that wins. But I know what Jaja said. I know what I see. I know what Brad say. You got to come through us because we going for the win too. So far, here we have quite a few winners. These are all winners. You see $1,000 winners, $500 winners, and $250 winners. Here is the next 6. And then there are 3 more. This week, there'll be some more winners on Tuesday. So these are pretty much the spaces that are left. And the question is, are you going to be next? Will you be the next $1,000 winner? Will you be the next $500 winner? Will you be the next $250 winner? Well, I can tell you this. I submitted, and this is something that I want to make sure everybody knows. Some people have joined the challenge, but they never submitted their results. I was one of those. joined the challenge in the beginning, but never submitted my results. And if you don't submit your results, there's no way that your face can go on this chart as a winner. You've got to submit your results after 15 days. So I did it, Jaja, for the first time last week. I submitted my results after 15 days. And if you want to join our community, hey Stacy, I see you can say something if you want to. You want to join our community? We are F2C. We finish strong, family and friends community, and we want to help you to win as well. Does Stacy want to say something, Ja? Does she want to say something? I can't hear. No.
Went to go and turn her phone down. Okay, she been in the other room listening, and the phone is super duper loud. I mean, it's loud.
Okay. Okay.
But she went to
Well.
go and turn that down. I don't
Okay.
think she wanted to say anything. No, she was trying to see what you were showing. I think, but she had it going on Facebook.
Okay.
I don't know. She might have been. Miss Butter is here. Miss Butter's in there cooking. Get friends like us.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, Miss Butter. I thought about Miss Butter today. I need to come over there just to eat because Miss Butter is in the kitchen cooking. Can she show her head? Can she show her head, or is it too much to
But
ask for her to show her head? Miss Butter, we got to
no,
come back on here, Miss Butter, and do our thing about. Miss Butter teaches us very well. She said you don't have to get rid of everything, just one thing at a time. And we're going to come together and do some recipes together. Go ahead.
I
What'd you
said
say,
one
Jeanette?
thing in that book.
One
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 thing.
thing. One
Okay.
thing. Yes.
Oh, Stacey wants something.
Is she gonna show herself? Is she
Can,
not?
Can you hear Stacy?
can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I just want to say, just start. It doesn't matter. Uh, it doesn't matter who or what condition that you're in. Just start. Even if it's and start and just simply just take your time if you have to. Uh,
Yes.
so I mean that's all I have to say. Just start, and when
Just
you
start.
start, just take your time to start.
Take your time and start. I
Mhm.
kid you not. I am 9 pounds down, and I'm so proud of that. It may not be a lot to you, but it's a lot to me because I did just what Stacy said. I just started. I didn't
Mhm.
do everything perfectly. Listen, I had cookies in this, but when I ate cookies, me and Jaja got a running joke. When you know you're eating the wrong thing, do an extra workout.
Yeah.
Okay. So I didn't do everything perfectly, but I was very cognizant of what I needed to do to make amends when I transgress. And so because of that, I literally am 9 pounds down and I'm so proud of myself and 2 inches. And my face is even smaller. I can see it right here. I used to have this double chin. I don't have it like I used to have it. I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to make myself have a double chin, but it's really thin now as opposed to what it used to be like. I noticed that even my arms, I feel the muscles in my arms firming up. I feel the muscles in my legs firming up. Why? Because I did just what Stacy said. I just started. So you listen to Tina Bickett, $1,000 winner. We're going to keep coming back with these winners and talking to you all about them because we just want you to just start for yourself. Okay, last words. Anybody? That's it. All right, Miss Butter. Thank you so much. We'll be back here on Tuesday at 8 a.m. doing tea talk and testimony on technique. And we've been doing smoothies every week. I didn't put the smoothie up for you all to choose from, but I do know that it's this Nautica smoothie is one, and then the other one is the berry carrot boost smoothie. Those are the two smoothies. So I need to put those up so we can decide which smoothie we're going to make on Tuesday. Both of them are fantastic. We still are doing hula hoop workouts. And so we're thanking God for the Carol with the hula hoops. She just runs. Sarah just goes with that hula hoop, okay? And so we are definitely doing a hula hoop as well. We'll give you more information on that. And the hula hoop, just 15 minutes, is worth over an hour workout. Honest to goodness truth. So thank you all so much. We'll be back here on Tuesday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, where we'll be going through Tea Talk technique testimonials where we'll be making a smoothie. So thank you all so much. Thank you all so much for being with us. Hey, Miss Butter. God bless you, Miss Butter. My mother's home, and I'm excited about that. So thank you all so much. We'll see you all next time. I hope that you all have a wonderful day. Is she coming to say hi? No?
No, God bless you too. She's busy in the kitchen.
Okay. I'm not angry with her. I love her for that.
Here she come. Here she comes.
Here she comes. Here comes Miss Butter. She's a blessing to us. Hey,
Construction going on here, so I wasn't
hey,
trying.
Miss Butter. Look at you looking just as cute as ever.
Thank you.
We got to do our.
Something that you don't know. You on Facebook Live, so you know. Okay. You know there are different translations to different dialects, right? And you
Yes,
said you lost 9 pounds.
yes.
You translate your 9 pounds as one thing, but your heart, your liver, your cell, your vein, your artery has a total different uh, uh, defining of that. You have no idea what that 9 pounds have done. You don't know how much life that has given you. You have no idea what your molecules are saying, what your white cells, your red cells, your equilibrium, what your nervous system, your circulatory system, what your respiratory system is saying. It's saying, yeah, yeah, yeah.
It just take Miss Butter. It take Miss Butter to come up with that. That's some good stuff, Miss Butter. That's some good stuff. You're right. I never knew, never even thought about the different parts of my body and how it affects everything and how they're enhanced because they're not dealing with that extra weight. You're so right. Thank you so much for that.
One scripture said, little becomes much when you place it in the master's hand. Don't despise small beginnings because you weren't there yesterday, but you're here today.
Mic drop. Listen, I want to tell you all, anytime Miss Butter starts speaking, it's just mic drop. Every time it's just mic drop. So thank you so much for sharing. We love you so much. And that was wonderful. Thank you. You add the icing to the cake. Yes, you did.
Love you back.
All right. That's Miss Butter, right, y'all?
That's Miss Butter.
That's Miss Butter. All right. And you know how butter is. Butter flavors everything, baby.
That
So
makes
when
you
Miss Butter starts speaking, the flavor starts flowing. And she be all up in your Kool-Aid. And butter, when butter is hot, it goes into the cracks and the crevices and the crannies and the nooks. So when Miss Butter on fire, she just glazing your whole body. Just like I'm feeling like Miss Butter preached. I'm feeling like the Holy Ghost anointing on the word that she just shared. But that was some good stuff she shared, going all into the cracks and the crevices in my bones and in my muscles. I feel different just because Miss Butter shared that word and added flavor to my life. Thank you so much. I love you guys. And you all don't stop playing this. Play it, do replay, share it again because somebody needs to know that their health is their wealth. So thank you all so much for joining. I love you guys, and we'll see you on the flip side. Bye bye.
Bye.
Love you. Remember, get in the challenge, but don't just get in the challenge, submit your results after 15 days. All right. Be